welcome to Low Carb Cafe. I'm Kelly. If you've been keeping up with my blog, wannabeloser.com, then you know that Thanksgiving this year is going to be held at my house. And since it's going to be held at my house, my husband and I have decided that we're going to do it low carb style. It's just going to be me and my husband and his parents, so it's for 4 people. It should be relatively easy. So today's recipe is for a staple among the holidays, and it's for green bean casserole. I've not tried it before. I've been researching several different recipes on the web for a low-carb green bean casserole. So this may be a work in progress, but it still sounds really good and tasty, so either way it's going to be a good side dish. So without further ado, let me show you what you need for today's recipe. For today's recipe of green bean casserole, you will obviously need green beans. It's 2 cans of French cut style green beans, 2 stalks of celery sliced, 1/2 of a yellow onion sliced and put into rings, 4 ounces of mushrooms, stems and pieces. You can get them in a can for 4 ounces. I'm not a big fan of mushrooms, but since I'm not the only one eating this, I'm going to include them. 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise, 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. So let's get this recipe cooking and make this Thanksgiving fantastic. Okay, I totally forgot to mention one of the most important pieces to the puzzle of this recipe, and that is 1 cup of shredded cheese. Take your butter and melt it in your skillet. Once it's melted, you're going to add your onions, and your celery, and your mushrooms. And it says just to saute everything until it's soft. And it says that'll take 7 or 8 minutes. So through YouTube magic, I'm going to come back when that has happened. Good and nice and cooked together and soft. So the next step is to mix together your mayonnaise and your cream. We're going to mix in our cream and our mayonnaise. And I found with mayonnaise it's usually easier to whisk it together. It kind of gets the chunks to dissipate. Alright, now it says just to throw everything together in a casserole dish. I'm using an 8x8 pan. Where's my spatula? I put the green beans in, vegetables, just mix everything like so. Oh, and your oven's supposed to be at 350 degrees. Guess I should have told you that earlier. Okay. Adding the garlic powder. The mayo cream mixture. Seems like a lot of stuff. I didn't think it would fit in the pan because it seems like it's a lot of stuff, but it breaks down okay. Throw it in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes and hopefully we'll have a good low-carb Thanksgiving side dish. This has just come out of the oven. What we've done in the last couple of minutes is we added some bacon bits to the top just to give it some extra flavor. And we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. This is not in the recipe, so this is not in any of the counts. But it just makes it look cool. And speaking of cool, we're going to let it cool since it just came out of the oven. And we'll be back in YouTube time 1 second to taste test it. Here is 1 serving of the green bean casserole. And it's still hot, so forgive me. I don't like mushrooms, so we're going to do that again. Wow, this is really good. I've never had a traditional green bean casserole, so I can't comment on how this is different. But my husband tasted this earlier while it was cooling, and he said it looked like there were too many onions, but when you actually taste it, it's not that bad. And it's not. The texture is different. And they're not very strong. They've been softened and sautéed, so they just give it a mild flavor. This is very good. Very good. I think this is the one we're going to serve for Thanksgiving. And celery gives it a bit of a crunch. So good. Okay. Your count on this without the Parmesan and the bacon bits is 4 servings. He has to play too. 4 servings, 330 calories, 31 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, and 3 net carbs. So, all that food for 3 net carbs. Not bad. You'll have to add a little bit more on the carbs for the Parmesan, but none for the bacon bits, if you use real bacon bits. Proof that Thanksgiving can still taste good, low carb. Thank you for joining me on Low Carb Cafe. I'll see you next time.